And we're back. It's been a little while. Forgot to use any water at all. Didn't have a rag. Good Lord. Turns out my squirt bottle is broken. These little Melinda hot sauce bottles. You want a spicy painting? You try these on for size. Sponge. All about patterns and repeating patterns. Pick something, whatever it is, even just a bunch of titanium white and yellow, and then just do fake graffiti letters over it. Let it drip a little. Really wish I had my squirt bottle though. Maybe we have to do one more drip. I don't know. Good in the corner. I don't know if you can see that. Some more paint cracking. This paint is really thick. I feel like I'm rushing because I'm trying to make a movie. Usually I just sit and stare at shit forever. But since these are short runs, we'll do it this way. Let's get the paint a little bit thinner. Looking good. Oh, look at that. Would you look at that? Look at that. Yeah. It's like, I don't know how close you can see on the video, but kind of a bruise palette. I don't know how to describe it without sounding like a lunatic. But yeah, let's get in there, man. Just some general thoughts on painting as I go merrily along. Of course, you can do anything you want and all that Bob Ross stuff, but I believe one of the better rules is the painting shouldn't have a top or a bottom until like the very end. Like, how do you know? Like, how can you even know? So if you start a painting, I mean, I guess if you're painting hay bales or whatever, you got to pick that out pretty early. But this is an interesting experiment, even if you were painting hay bales, because imagine if you took this underpainting and then painted your hay bale picture over it. Some of this is going to come through. You feel like, I think, I don't know, is it the Impressionists or whatever? They used to paint lots of stuff like the sky would be orange, the grass would be red. All these different opposite color things going on, because then when you put the right color over, they fight, and that gives the painting energy. I think. Not trying to tell you how to live your life. There we go, a little bit of this, see what this does. A little watery McWatering. No. We're still not catching it like the hose. I'll have to get another squirt bottle. I'm really sorry, guys. That squirt, okay, it's doing some stuff. A little bit of stuff. Now what we're gonna do is hit it with some blue schmoo. Something really not in the phthalocyanine family. Some might even call it a clownish color. But you know, you can't go, you can lean pretty heavily on the phthalocyanine family. You really can. But you know, you might not wanna. Powerful stuff. That brings me to another rule of painting that's kind of fun. Is I was told by an art teacher a long time ago, never ever use black. Black is the thing that you should imply. You should never just take black out of the tube of any flavor and just like throw it on there. You can make a really great black by mixing dioxazine purple, alizarin crimson, and phthalocyanine green. And that'll be blacker than anything you can get out of a tube. And it'll go with all your other business. Yeah, so we're just going on. I see why Bob Ross liked this shit though. Kind of interesting just to prattle on while you're doing it. It's kind of weird not having music going on. Not gonna lie. Oh man, all kinds of things are starting to come out. It's gonna be so fun. Let's get a little palette knife action. Come here, you. Oh yeah. That is the stuff. Turquoise was the call. We were all tripping out though, right? Some kind of Miami dinner set bullshit. What? He's not gonna put that? Oh my God, it works. It works because there's nothing wrong yet. It's just fun. Spread stuff around. Believe me, your little gray cells will start to build stuff out of whatever's there. It doesn't matter. It will be there. Let's try a little more water. Not exactly getting the best drainage there, Chuck. What else was I planning for? How about some Indian yellow with titanium white? That's another art lesson that you probably know. It's not exactly advanced, but zinc white is transparent and titanium white is opaque. So if you want to lighten a color and you want it to be like veiled over, then you're going to want titanium. I mean, sorry, zinc. I'm good at this teaching stuff. I'm not actually even teaching. I've just been asked to make a painting and talk about it as it comes along. So that's what we're doing. My last video got 8 views on YouTube. It was badass. Look at that. Color's popping. Doesn't really stick where the water drips. That is good stuff, Jack. Oh. No malarkey there. It's kind of close. Not exactly the same. Come down here. Just so you know, if you add paint, see, every time I'm adding a new color, every time I'm adding a new color, I'm using similar brush strokes. Like all the blues are little tiny scribbly flabbly imitation stuff, and like in the first one it was just all chaotic, but on the yellows I'm using a palette knife. And what will happen later on as it builds and builds and builds is your eye is going to start to connect these yellows, you know, and it's going to see it as something bigger underneath, you know. But that only works if you use the same colors and the same application technique. They don't have to be identical shapes or anything, and you can tease that out later. You can really get mental with it, you know. You can obliterate some of the relationships by covering them. You can enhance them by giving them really strong edges. There's a lot of things you can do. This is a long ass video, Jack. Let's do a little bit more here. So as we get into more details, I'll probably be doing some time-lapse stuff, which will make me sound like a mouse, or maybe I won't talk at all. I don't know. We'll see. It's a little strong there, isn't it? Isn't that, Billy? It's a little strong. Ooh, good stuff's happening. When you're getting all the drips on the wet paint, all you have to do to make them change direction is get your Newton on. Now, I'll add a little bit of water this way. All the drips are going to start to like form weird ass crosshatchy stuff. You know, I think I'm going to hit it with a rag a little bit, not too much. I don't want to lose too much. But we do want to just like make it not so obvious. And it'll start to find out what it wants to be soon enough. I don't know. What end do you think is up? Have you already decided just because I said you shouldn't? As I would have. Alright. Ow! My brain. Oh, buddy. Yeah. Alright, that's looking good. Now we're going to start the next application of paint is going to be looking at the shapes that are created, you know, and your eye wants to see some come naturally forward and naturally back and keep that all balanced. Damn, I really Miami'd this thing up, didn't I? Alright. That's good for right now. These will get longer, and I will start using the time-lapse feature. Alright, so there you go. I'm going to cut the camera. Good luck.